Welcome to another video on game development with Asha Kanksha Foundation. So in this video we are going to create another camera that is going to capture the bird's eye view of the game. So it will show where the player is on the whole path of the player of the whole racing game, and it will show basically show a red dot as to where the player is on its location. So we will be having more than one cameras showing the screen. So one camera is going to point to where the front side of the player's car, while the second camera is going to show the bird's eye view. So we'll see how we can place more than one cameras on the screen and learn more about cameras here. We want to be able to actually show the player the bird's eye view of the game so that the player can actually decide what to do, what speed to maintain, etc. So let's work on that. We'll add a camera for that. So we'll name this camera map camera, and the aim of this camera is to show the bird's eye view. So we'll first, so you can see that as soon as I added this camera, the screen is showing the new camera's display, and when I rotate it by 90 degrees, it seems like I can see the ground. I can put it to a height of 400 500. I can see the larger size. So similarly, let's make it 700 and or 1000. Yeah, I can see the whole ground now. And let's make the z-axis to be 0, the x-axis also to be 0. Right, so this seems fine. Now what we want is here, basically this is not our main screen that we want to show. We still want to show the original camera, which shows the player. So what we want to do is we want this screen to be just a side screen on the just a small screens on the side. So what we can do is on the viewport we are going to change the size of this camera screen. So we're going to change it to 0.5, and the width becomes 0.5. The sorry, I was yeah, right. So and the height becomes 0.5. Sorry, I was selecting the wrong object when I changed the width and height. Right, so I changed the height and width again. Now you can see that uh, the screen has become small. I want the width to be a little less than 0.5, probably 0.3. And I changed the other camera's size as well. Let's just bring that back to 1 1. Right, so now we can see this small screen on the side while the other main camera is laid out in the front. In case it happens that your camera layer is coming in front and this one is at the back, which means like the its depth is something that you might want to change. So when the depth is lower, that camera would be placed at the back. So if, for example, this one is 0 and I keep the main camera to be 1, this one comes to the front. While if I keep this one 0 and the other one is 1, the other camera comes to the front. Now the only problem is that here we can't see our object here. We can only see the whole map, but we don't see where we are right now. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to add an object or a bigger dot or something which is attached to the basically our car, and it won't be visible to the main camera but it would be visible to the map camera. But how is that even possible? So that is possible by using the culling mask. It allows you to select which all layers you don't want to show. So for example, I deselected the default layer and that vanishes, so we'll add a new layer and we'll add that dot on that layer. So for that we'll just insert we'll just create a new 3D object, or in fact a 2D object would also work. So I'll just create a sphere. This is the player pointer, and I'll put it inside the player. I'll also increase its size to 50. So let's see if basically it's still not visible to the other camera. Basically its size is, we don't want its size to increase on the x-axis, on the y-axis. We only want it to be visible on the x-axis, x and z axis. So we'll make it flat, and now we're going to color it a little, increase its size to say 100, just to see if it's visible on the screen now. We can make it 50, I think, or 20. It's visible on the smaller screen. We have to just color it say red so that it is more visible. So for that we'll just create a new material. We already have a material folder. Right, red is already there. Let's just apply it over our player pointer. Now we're going to add a new layer and make this player pointer a part of that layer. We'll go to the main camera and disable that layer. While the map camera can see everything. And make the player pointer a part of that layer. Well, that seems fine. Now you can see the red dot on the screen, as well as the game here. Let's see if we are able to. Okay, seems like there's some problem with the sphere. We need to, basically the center of the car is changing because of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an empty object that is going to encapsulate the player as well as these camera objects. Now the camera is wrapped around the player pointer while the motion happens with the player. So we just need to make sure that this the player wrapper moves with the basically we need to apply the player controller script on this. But if we do apply it on this file, the problem would be that basically the colliders etc. are all decided on the basis of the car and not this. So that might not be a good idea. So all we need to do is we need to ensure that the camera's orientation in terms of camera's front should be the same as the player's front. Right now the camera won't move with the car. So firstly, we need to disable the collider for this sphere. And now the abnormal behavior is not happening. The problem was that the car was colliding with this sphere and it was just messing up its behavior. So let's remove the wrapper and shift everything to the player pointer itself. We don't need the wrapper anymore. Right, so you can see that the small red dot here, it's moving along with us. And we can even spot and predict whatever is going to happen in the future by looking at the small bird's eye view we're providing. In this video, we created another camera. We placed it on the screen and we were able to successfully show the bird's eye view. So I really hope you found this video useful and you're looking forward to more videos to learn more features that you can add to your game.